Watch just turned 7 o'clock. All right, good evening. It is Tuesday, August 5th at 7 PM and calling the HDC public hearing to order. We have a quorum. I'm going to sit him as a full member. The digital recording is on and we are going to have our clerk read the public notice.
Guess I'm the clerk today.
Yeah, everything.
The Historic District Commission will hold a public hearing on Tuesday, July 15th. Is that the right one? I'm reading the wrong script here. Today at the Groton Town Hall Annex 134 Groton Long Point Road and virtually via Zoom platform to hear the following applications. I have the wrong, there we go. I guess this is right. HTC 250052, 15 Gravel Street, Mary Rodriguez, applicant, owner, fence, pin 2619184122428. Second one is HTC 25, 2 West Mystic Avenue, David Preka, applicant, Daniel Kleberg, owner, Windows, pin 2619171091177. And the third one is HDC 250055, 8 New London Road, Michael Valentino, applicant, owner, fence, pin 261918301352. A Zoom meeting link will be posted on the town's website meetings calendar. Applicants are on file and available for public inspection during normal business hours at the Planning Department, 134 Groton Long Point Road, Groton, Connecticut, dated the 8th day of June 2025 at Groton, Connecticut. Marker and secretary.
Sue just texted me and said that the print copy has the wrong date on it, but the legal notice, it was corrected in the legal notice.
Okay.
That threw me off. July
Yeah,
15th.
sorry.
All right. So I'm going to waive the hearing procedures, but if you'd like to read them, there's a yellow sheet next to that black file box on the table to my right. And what we're going to do is we're going to jump right in according to the agenda. Is HDC 25-004849 Pearl Street, Josh Armstrong, online or here?
I don't see anybody under that. I see iPhone. I don't know if that is this particular applicant, if they could raise their hand and let us know, I'll promote them so they can.
Josh, if Josh Armstrong is online, please raise your hand online. Okay. So we'll just
skip over that.
skip over that for now. And so we'll go to HDC 25-0052, 15 Gravel Street, Mary Rodriguez, applicant, owner, fence.
Hello.
Hi.
So I'm here to replace our fence, and the last meeting you asked for more information. Do you
State
need?
your name and
Oh,
address.
No
worries.
I'm Mary Rodriguez. I'm at 15 Gravel Street, Mystic. So the last meeting you asked me for more detailed information about the fence. Okay.
Zoom that in.
Do you want me to turn it around?
Yeah, you probably
Yep,
want to turn it
it's
around
in
so
focus, yep.
it's, there you go. And I'll try outside.
Bless you.
Yeah. There you go.
No comment.
He's allergic to fences.
Oh, so you want me to describe it or? It's gonna be cedar and it matches the rest of the fence around the perimeter of my house. This is going between two driveways, my driveway and 17 Gravel. And it's pretty much the same height, pretty much the same appearance as the existing fence.
And do you have is it in here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's the existing.
So why don't you?
How's this?
Yeah, kind of, yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay, sure.
As if you weren't here last week.
Okay,
Oh,
Pretend you're.
All right, pretend I was never here. So this is the existing vinyl fence between us. And we both want some privacy instead of the picket fence. This is a picture of the existing fence on another side of my yard. So we're going for pretty much, well, yeah, the same design,
Mhm.
same dimensions, same height. And this is another picture, bigger picture of our existing fence. My property's on the left. Dan Grace is on the right. And I think one thing that I didn't mention last time was this is how this right here will meet the front portion of our division between our properties, which starts right here. It's small
so people
bushes,
can see.
just to kind of a transition between the lower part of the division on our driveways. And I think that's all I have.
Well, good.
And it's set back from the road, right?
Mhm.
And oh, there's, yeah, that's the
There
image.
you go.
Okay. Let's see if I can get this right. Okay,
There you
so my property's here.
there you go.
This is my house. That's Dan's, or my garage, actually. And his garage. And there's a fence, this is the back portion of his property going towards Pearl Street. And this fence is actually the same design as what we want to do here. And this sweep. Right here. Is what we'd like to do on this end of it, right here. And then this part going forward to the street is, there's short little bushes. With granite posts in between. I think there are 4 granite posts.
What are the dimensions of the panels? Is it 6 feet?
Is height or width?
6 feet high, 8 foot wide. I can't.
Yep, that's right.
You're fine.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Oh, okay,
Just slide that up a little
Yeah.
bit. You got it. There you go.
Yeah,
Perfect,
good.
perfect.
Yeah.
so,
6 feet.
yeah, about
6 feet.
6 feet high by 8 feet wide. And the little sections here are 3 1/4, I think, 3 1/4 inches.
And when we last spoke, even though we're pretending you weren't here before, you
Mhm.
were trying to come to this final decision on your caps of the.
Oh. They're
They're triangle in the picture, so I just.
in the picture and the existing, they're basically will mimic
That, okay,
this right here.
You said this is your current fence
Yes.
and that's in the back portion? Does it go all the way to Pearl or?
So this is right directly behind the garage.
Okay.
So it'll meet it perpendicular.
yeah. Her property.
Okay, so you can't really see it from the street currently, right?
No,
This
not,
fence?
not this fence, but
Okay.
the fence that's parallel to the driveway is just like this.
Okay.
And that can be seen from the street.
Thank you.
All good.
All good. Any questions?
Take the exhibits back.
We'll correct everything.
And you'll need to stand. Yeah. And you call it.
The new drawing.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Sort of drawing.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's new. That was exhibits only.
all right, does anybody in the audience want to speak for this application? Anyone in the audience want to speak against the application? All right, HDC 25-0052, 15 Gravel Street is closed. We're now on HDC 25-0053, 2 West Mystic Avenue. David Precca.
The bricks. Do you want to go back?
Was detained by police for my bricks.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Well, thanks for your patience
Yeah.
and yeah,
Wow.
we had postponed your public hearing and we were gonna circle back. So it's up to these guys if they want to take you out now or.
So, oh, yeah, we'll just, we'll circle back.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So right now?
Yes.
Sure.
So are you Josh
I am
Armstrong?
Josh Armstrong.
Okay. Just want to make sure we have the right bricks.
That's unusual.
That's very fun.
So,
So this is Carbondale Robinson.
okay, hold on. We're gonna start.
They probably saw you coming a mile away. Tonight's goings on.
So,
Sorry, I don't know what your process is, so I'll
all
let you
right.
start.
So just as a personal curiosity, when you walked in the door with bricks, the police came out of the town
They
council?
began following me from the parking lot. And then they kind of started a conversation and then they came out of the main thing. They were like, well, so you're going in there. And then 3 others came through. The main one came out, started talking to me and looking at me sideways. And 3 other police came over and just gladly.
Okay.
Was, so
I'm sorry for you, but
yeah.
at the same
I know.
time, I kind of feel
That's right.
good that they were that on
And
the
then
ball.
It was in the chaos in that it was confused that apparently I thought that was the meeting and no one
Oh.
informed me or,
Oh,
so.
okay.
Fun times.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Welcome to the right place.
Nice quiet.
A lot more peaceful.
All right, okay,
So I have
so,
his folder, maybe.
We do.
Then he can, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So what we've done is I've changed the camera view, so now it's projecting onto right here.
Okay.
So you're going to present your application like, these guys have no knowledge of it whatsoever.
Okay.
There's all your,
Starting with your name,
all your
who
stuff.
you are, and
Yeah.
the
All right.
subject.
My name is Josh Armstrong from Armstrong Chimney and Stoves. Subject property is 49 Pearl Street, Mystic, Connecticut. Basically zip code 06355. What the goal is, we have everything. I don't know if you guys want.
I can do whatever you want to put.
Or you can like actual camera.
Yeah.
Yep. So, yep, you
Okay.
kind of see where you're at. I can zoom in or out.
All right.
And then have the papers like face
Face
us.
up,
like
yep,
we
there
did.
you go.
Yeah,
There you
so it'll
go.
be upside down.
Okay, what we've got for contracts, want to zoom out a little, or that's probably good. Basically rebuilding a center chimney that is old round beach stone, that is cracked and falling apart. They did select a stainless steel cap option. License info. Packet info regarding you guys, the property.
you point to the house.
I don't know, 49. I don't know. This is a different type of diagram. Let's see. RS 12. 49 Pearl Street. Gosh, why don't they just put the actual numbers on this?
There should be in a circle. They're probably really small, like right in the middle of the house.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't
I
think
still don't
Not
see it.
seeing on it.
it's not.
Oh, they
showing.
might, so
It's
you might
it's
not have
cut-
had that
it's cut
clicked
off
on.
From the,
Yeah,
Yeah.
so.
might not have it clicked
All
on.
right, that is current chimney. See poured crown, round stone, somebody, unfortunately.
Looks
carved
worse.
the base, yes.
Yeah.
It is split apart in between the stones. Obviously, we didn't really, the round stone isn't really ideal to build with. They always kind of fall apart. So what we had found is a nice, more, grayish brick that would match the house a lot better.
Yeah.
That's a picture of the brick, which I also have right here. I can put that under the camera after. Picture from the front, from the road. As you see, the wood siding, all of the color scheme, the color that we kind of had selected. I believe that there was question last time, the customer was on vacation and we didn't hear back on the actual brick choice. But this is the brick right here that I have is the actual amount. And then this is what we have as a this obviously is not exactly what it would be, but this is just a poured crown with a stainless chimney cap on top. So that is what he has on the contract, for what we have. see what, and then this is just another example of what the style of cap is going to be up on the center, just to shed the water away from those flues. And the actual brick. Carbondale Robinson Brick Co. That's what those are.
So I'm looking at 3 different bricks.
So that, well, there's 3 with a template. So all bricks, when they're made, they have, you know, there's a pattern that kind of flows between. So you're going
Okay.
to have some with white, some with dark. So on average, we normally try to do a couple of brick because it gives you more of like a palette of what it, you know, because it's a mixture.
Okay.
So, you know, it's very rare for brick to just be straight red.
Yeah.
But
Are you building the chimney all the way down?
no, just roof line.
Just replace?
Roof line and up. So basically just everywhere where it was exposed to the
What's
weather.
the basis of?
The basis,
Yeah.
the brick is actually, the joining is actually split.
Okay.
In between so the stones don't really give a lot, and once
Right.
water gets in, and as you can see on the crown. Oops.
Mhm.
Not all, you know, the crown was porous, it was done recessed into the center. So water gets in, gets trapped, works down through the beach stone, and then basically that stone doesn't move, but the mortar does. And so what happens is it ends up blowing, and you end up with these very large cracks that walk all the way down through. And if you try to drill them out, it's no good.
So underneath the roof line, is it?
That's what I was curious about.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, so it
Is it
goes,
brick?
it generally will transition to block.
To block.
Is normally what is present. Yeah.
Okay.
If you do have brick, it's generally a lot older of a home, but
Okay.
it's, and then we, you know, the goal is always, we don't always determine exactly how far down we go. We want solid. We obviously just want to build where no moisture has been, you know, so sometimes it's a course or 2 below. We just go down till we hit solid base and then build from there back up.
And they're not redoing the roof at the same time.
No. My assumption would be it would be coming after. It's normally what we tell customers. Let us go up there and make a mess, fix your mess, and
Then
then
you might want to do the roof.
do a roof.
Yeah.
But don't let the roofers sometimes they mess with them. We do lead, we do old
Flash.
school lead. We don't counter flash. We weave it in with long tails.
Right.
We do old school. So I don't jive with counter flashing that well. Sometimes it's a great fit, but we like to do it old school more. And I don't really like tar.
Nice flashing.
Yeah.
That's what I noticed. It's like,
Yeah,
wow.
once the tar goes on, it almost, you know, it almost always needs to be rebuilt because you can't, once the tar starts drying out and crack, you can't, nothing you can do. I've been doing this since I was 12 years old with my dad, and I have yet to find a really good solution to get the tar off.
Now that you're 14, it's.
Yeah, I know, right? Yes. Hey, I'm not gonna argue. It used to bother me. I used to pull in the work truck at the bank to do a deposit, and everyone would think a 12-year-old was driving, but it works. 36 now, and I still look young, so I'm grateful now. It used to drive me crazy. But yeah, and then, you know, just basically we're gonna pour the crown and then do a stainless steel cap bolted right onto the concrete.
All good.
Yep. No
No.
questions.
All right, no questions from me.
Great.
Yeah, thanks.
That's good. Good luck with that.
Thank you. Do I need to stay for the whole meeting and wait for anything else?
We'll vote. in a
We'll
little
vote
bit.
in
Yeah,
a
so
bit,
just
but if you
hang
need to
out.
go somewhere else, you can find out tomorrow morning.
Oh, okay.
So,
All right. Thank you so much. And I appreciate you, sir, for bringing me up. I don't know if you saw me detained by the cops, but it is greatly appreciated.
Well, I hope your night gets smoother.
Thank you
later,
so much. Have a great one.
Thank you.
too.
All right, does anybody in the audience want to speak for the application? Anybody in the audience want to speak against the application? All right, HDC 25-0048, 49 Pearl Street is closed. We're now at HDC 25-0053, 2 West Mystic Ave.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
It's David Breckfast, 61 West Main Street. I'm the contractor for the property at 2 West Avenue, and the client is Mr. and Mrs. Kleberg. We have, Mr. and Mrs. Kleberg have 6/6 windows.
Nope, you were right. Keep going.
Yep. Have it face us
Yeah.
so we could read it.
Oh, yeah, all right.
There you go.
There you go.
Perfect.
So the property has a 6/6 windows. They're scattered throughout the property. Some old Anderson, some old wooden windows, and some variety of that. So we're proposing to go with elevate windows. I have the sample here, Marvin. We have installed it in the historical district in Mystic many times. We're not changing any size. We're not changing any trim. We're just replacing window like for like. We're going 6/6 on the existing structure. Same existing openings. No change other than replacing them all the windows with a newer window.
Want to take us through the pictures to show us which windows and stuff?
All the windows are throughout the house, so this is from the,
So every window in the house.
yes, correct, all the
Okay.
windows in
Yeah,
the house.
Okay. But just still take us through. So
Yeah, for sure. So this is a little closer picture of the main house. We're not doing the arch window as far as that goes. That's custom, that remains. We're not doing anything with the shutters.
Okay.
That remains. We're just changing 6/6 windows. So this is from the side property. Again, the windows. And this is coming from Main Street as far as that goes. You can barely see through the property. I have the sample of the window if you care to look at it, but
do you have the specs? of the window?
yes, I do. There are elevate. There's the specs as well.
You could just show them on the screen.
So they're wood windows, fiberglass,
Excuse me?
wood windows, fiberglass.
Wood on the inside. I think they are
They say fiberglass. I mean.
fiberglass then.
One eighty. Turn it 180. So we.
Oh,
There you go.
sorry. So this is /6 is Marvin Elevate. Or throughout the downtown historical district as far as that goes.
LDLs.
No, simulated.
Okay, I just.
It is?
SDLs. We should.
Yeah, gonna keep more.
Just one of the photos.
Stamp.
All good.
Do anything? Are you good?
No, I'm good.
You good?
I'm good.
Good. Thank you.
All right,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Does anybody in the audience want to speak for this application? Does anybody in the audience want to speak against this application? HDC 25-0053 2 West Mystic Ave is closed. So now we'll go to HDC 25-0055 8 New London Road. Michael Valentino.
Hi there.
Good evening. So just state your name and your address.
Michael Valentino, 8 New London Road, Mystic. This is you have these materials already?
We do.
We do. You do.
So
you-
I'm not sure if the fence is delineated there or not. But the fence is gonna be 60 feet back from the street. I did it in the red here, my right side up, or which way should I do it?
So flip it over and just push it
Push
just
it
a little
towards
bit.
me. Yep.
Yep.
That's
perfect.
good. Okay.
So the red lines here indicate the back of my carport, so it's not gonna be visible from the street. And then on the other side, it's gonna be the back of the house. This red line here, I tried waiting it out because we had other plans sort of. This one here is gonna disappear. So it's really from the back of the house making sort of a rectangle.
Quadrilateral.
Well, yeah,
So there's no-
a rhomboid or something.
Yeah.
There's no more wooden.
No,
gate.
no,
Okay,
no,
so
no,
that's
the
good.
wooden fences, after this is a picture of our car in the carport.
Yeah,
Right here,
gotcha. Okay.
And my wife decided that those big wooden fences, they're gonna be like 300
Yeah.
pounds each.
Yeah.
And we talked about it at infinitum and decided that it's
Yeah.
just too much weight.
Yeah.
To, you know, 2 8-foot sections would be too much.
I think it disappears more too.
Yeah, so yeah, there's no white fence at all. So this is now the view. Well, let me see, I think I have a bigger one. So this is what the carport looks like without a car in it.
Yeah.
Can you see it? So this will be at the very, very back of the carport, on the same plane as the house and the back steps, so not visible from the street.
And what's the material of that? Fence?
It's
Okay, so it's all aluminum.
all.
There's no more
black.
wood.
No,
Okay,
no
okay.
more wood at all. It's
Okay.
all the
So-
black painted. This kind of gives a little bit of a visual to a degree. There's another look at the sort of the back of the house, I think this. And this is the other side of the house. And then this would be sort of a little bit of a blow up look. So it's your typical, you know,
Could you
aluminum
show
fence.
the first drawing you had with the red line that you drew in pen? Just some kind of walk through.
It's on the very
I think
bottom.
No, it's not. I think it's in the middle.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, there it is.
The card's done.
Okay. So this is the back of the house. And the back of the carport.
Yep.
And this is also the back of the house.
Back of the house.
This one right here, that one gets, that goes away.
That goes away. So okay, so it goes, does it connect in the? I guess
Yeah,
that's-
it goes around. This is a big granite wall.
Oh, okay, so
as you
there's,
face
okay,
the house on the left side of the house from the street,
okay,
there's like a 8-foot granite wall there.
okay.
I don't even know,
I
do I
won't be
need a
able to see it.
permit?
I won't be able to see it from my house.
You won't be, no, you won't be able, no one will be able to see it because it's black,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
And
gonna
it's
disappear.
it's 60 feet from the street.
And what's
So-
the height of it?
54 inches. Make sure our dog
Four and
can't
a half-
jump over.
4.5 feet,
yeah.
and then 6-foot panels, 8-foot panels?
I believe 8-foot panels.
Do you have any specs? I mean, I know you have that little catalog.
This is the guy, you know, the fence man was supposed to be here. Of course, he called me like 2 hours ago, said he couldn't make it, but. This would.
Usually those panels don't exceed 72 inches.
Yeah.
That's
So 6
usually,
feet,
yeah,
okay.
very rare you see them go up to 8 feet.
Yeah, so whatever the standard thing is,
Yeah.
that's what they'll be.
We take that as an exhibit.
Yeah, we're gonna take.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, we should write a note.
And then the house, as you can see by these pictures on one side has. Like
Arborvitae.
15-foot arborvitae, and that goes around the back as well. Here's the backyard.
Oh,
Okay.
And the fence will go in front of that
In front of those,
or red?
which I was wondering if you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
have any experience with arborvitae and fences.
What's your
It's gonna be
question?
kind of a pain in the neck to try and trim it behind it.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I do for a living.
So is that what you have to do? You
Yeah,
just trim it
you
from
trim
behind?
behind
Trim it behind.
because you don't want, it just looks scraggly if it comes through the fence. So.
Any other pictures, gentlemen?
This. You should add the updated. Do you have the updated drawing with the red markers?
Yeah.
That one is,
That one's, he fixed it here.
okay. No, that's the old one.
Let's see, here's the new one.
Cause that has the wooden.
You wanna just take that?
The gate,
Oh.
yeah. I would add.
There you go. That over there. Not doing this.
All because of a dog.
I was gonna say, is this a dog enclosure?
Yes.
Primarily?
Yes,
Just
yeah,
gonna
that's the
gotta be a-
purpose, is purely for a dog.
Pet involved.
And he's been in jail already, so we gotta make sure that we get this fence up quick.
Good. Good.
Right, thank you, gentlemen.
You good? More?
Yep.
Oh, thank you. All right. Does anybody in the audience want to speak for this application? Anyone in the audience want to speak against the application? All right, HDC 25-0055, 8 New London Road is closed. There's no other ones that were added late or anything? Okay,
Nope, you good.
Okay.
Those are the four.
okay, I just wanted to,
You're good to go.
all right. All right, with that, the public hearings will be closed and we'll now go into the consideration of the public hearings. And so HDC 25-0048 is our friend with the bricks. Any questions? Emotions?
Moriarty makes a motion to approve.
Kohler seconds.
All right, any discussion on that?
Ernst, I.
Ferguson, I.
Moriarty, aye.
Kohler, aye.
All right, HDC 25-0048 is approved. No, it's not that. It's the brick one.
Oh, sorry.
49 Pearl.
49 Pearl.
Slow down here. Here we go. 49 Pearl.
All right. HDC 25-0052, 15 Gravel Street. That's the fence between Mary and Dan's place. Any motion?
Moriarty makes a motion to approve.
Ferguson second. Any discussion?
I would prefer to see, I'm more of the fence guy. I would love to see white picket fence, kind of keep the consistency throughout the neighborhoods. I kind of like that. However, that the panel fence is up there currently, it's in the back and she's matching that. I'm okay with it.
All right. Vote.
Ernst, I.
Ferguson, I.
Moriarty, aye.
Kohler, aye.
All right. HDC 25-0052 is approved. HDC 25-0053 to West Mystic Avenue. That's the windows throughout. Any motions?
Moriarty makes a motion to approve.
You're the motion guy.
He's the motion. All
That's in motion.
right.
Ernst, I.
No, we need second first.
Second.
Ernst seconds.
I'll be the second.
Okay. Any discussion on? It's like for like.
Yep.
Mhm.
Like,
I was even
Yep,
wondering,
easy.
does he need to come before
Well,
us with
he-
the
he
like? I
did-
mean, I'm glad he did.
He
Don't-
did explain that there's like a series of different windows throughout.
Yeah.
And so what he's doing is it may change somewhat from the existing windows, although, albeit he's doing it consistently throughout the entire
Yeah.
building. So
Yeah.
it's probably best
Yeah, no, I'm not
to,
upset.
to get a clarification on it.
Okay, no, thank you for coming forward. All right, we'll vote.
Ernst, I.
Ferguson, I.
Moriarty, aye.
Kohler, aye.
All right, HDC 25-0053 is approved. We'll now move to HDC 25-0055, the fence we just heard for the pup. Any motions?
Moriarty makes a motion to approve.
Thank you.
Ferguson will second. Any discussion? All right, a vote.
Ernst, I.
Ferguson, I.
Moriarty, aye.
Kohler, aye.
Right, HDC 25-0055 is approved, so that closes the consideration of public hearings. And thank you all for your great presentations. All right, now we will go to the pre-application review, which will start with Christopher McGuire. One,
I don't see
Oh.
him here.
okay,
So that's one Ashby. I think I
Yeah.
spoke with you guys last time. This is the ongoing thing with the window replacement and the building down there. I had what I thought to be a productive meeting with him the following Friday after the last meeting. I think I explained to you that I did have an upcoming meeting with him. we formulated a plan of an overall plan of what he's doing to the entire exterior of the building. I kind of gave him a guideline on how to present the pre-app and what he would need to demonstrate to you guys in each portion of the scope, including the roof, the windows, and the siding. I thought he was completely on track with it. We concluded our meeting with he was gonna get all that stuff together and get on a pre-app, and so I had Sue put him on the application. And he subsequently called and said that he's been talking to some other consultants and he's reviewing further options at this point. So I wasn't certain if he was going to come tonight or not. But there are some wheels in motion on it. I haven't heard what his options are that he has received from different consultants, but I will follow up with him and take it from there and see if we can try to continue to keep it in a productive mode. Sorry for the
Well, that was,
false positive on it, but I thought we were doing good on it, and
okay,
so, but we're still continuing to work on it.
all right.
And actually, the meeting I had with him was very productive. He really, my come away from it was, it's his intention to do something to the building to truly improve it. He clearly wants to do the roof on it, which is going to be an architectural shingle. That was probably not, had any controversy to it whatsoever. There were some discussions about how he should go about re-siding it. And then the window situation, which we had come up with some solutions for. And again, I guess he talked to some other people and he's further exploring options. But my come away from it was he wants to do something to improve the building and get it on track. He knows he's kind of on a slippery slope currently, in the position he's in.
All right, so he's not here, can't
Do we
continue.
need to make a motion at all?
Do we need to?
Only if we're adding it, right?
Right.
Only if you're adding it,
Okay.
a sign in. If he's on the agenda, you don't have to.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, so next we'll go to 424 High Street, Avery Barlow. Is that the iPhone person?
I don't know. Let's find out. Groton resident.
Groton resident.
If Avery Barlow is online and wishes to present his pre-app,
Please raise your hand.
maybe raise a hand or. No.
Okay, move forward on that one. Go to 43 West Main Street. Is the Groton resident?
Is that the old bookstore?
No, it's the building before it.
Oh, okay.
That's Peter's.
No, it's Tim Owens.
Oh.
So
Is
we
that Jeremiah? What is now Jeremiah?
No, that's different.
That's Water Street.
So we had gotten
a
a complaint of a work without permits and a work without a certificate of appropriateness for 43 West Main Street. One of my inspectors went down there and kind of interrupted some contractors that were taking old windows out and replacing them with vinyl windows. We told them to stop. After further investigating it, it came to our attention that it was the building's owned by Tim Owens. We told them that, you know, what's required as far as getting a building permit in addition to a certificate of appropriateness. It was my understanding, I personally talked to Tim regarding 7 Water Street with the ongoing matter there and told him that he was coming. He said that he was coming. There's John.
And there's Tim.
And here he is now.
All right.
So I'm sorry, go ahead. His timing couldn't be more perfect.
Dear Tim,
Tim, you are actually up
You are
in
on
a
the
pre-app
docket right now.
status for
43
West
West Main Street.
I was just explaining to the commission the background as to why you were here. Or I can reiterate it. We had a complaint that there was work being done without permits. 43 West Main Street. I sent one of the inspectors down there. They found out there was some contractors putting in some new windows. We asked them to please pause on it to obtain a certificate of appropriateness and building permits.
Is this where Pearl Left and the Tavern's going in? or somewhere else? No,
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 no.
never mind.
No,
Wrong.
no, that's Water Street.
Okay,
This is different, same owner, different bill.
Got it.
Different location. I had a quick conversation with Tim regarding it, when we were talking about the 7 Water Street. Things, and he said that he was gonna come in and do a pre-app and try to do some explaining and see if we can.
Yeah.
Figure some stuff out.
I thought I have a contractor who's been in the business for 50 years. He's 82 years old, and he screwed up on a couple of things. And one thing, I thought he got a permit. He didn't get a permit. I didn't think I had to go to historic, and I figured when he got the permit, they would tell him if he needed to, but I didn't realize he didn't get a permit. So I'm here to straighten all that.
what's the address
So
again?
state your name, state your
43
name.
to 47 West Main Street, Timothy Owens.
So take us through what's happening.
Okay, so.
wanna
I've got
click
3
here.
of these. You want to put them up on? here?
Yeah, I got it, I got it. You just gotta
Just put them.
shift it to where it's,
Okay.
and then go.
So that we could, people see them, like probably flip them upside down.
Yeah,
Upside
you
down.
wanna turn them the other way. There you go. I can zoom out a little bit,
Okay.
give you a little more.
So as you can see, there's the old windows and over there is the new windows. I'll show you another.
That's the side of the.
So it's a
This is
side.
the side.
So Tim, I apologize. I'm trying to remember what building this is. Can you give me a little
It's
more?
a
background?
company Craftsman.
Okay,
This is this Peacock Alley or whatever it's called.
Right.
Yes.
So they're double hung.
They're double
over
hung,
two,
the
grid.
two over two. The old ones were just single pane.
Okay.
and those, I can't tell how are the new windows? Are they,
They're vinyl?
They're fine, yeah.
and is it between the glass,
No, it's on the outside.
Okay.
On the outside, and the inside.
Wait.
What? Oh. Yeah. I'm gonna just take a pause to seat John Goodrich as a full member of the commission. Now,
Looked like they're sitting.
so they're vinyl.
Yes.
They're gonna be the entire side or just certain,
Entire side.
Okay.
And the other side also. which
So,
is right
and
up
the
against
front?
other building.
and the front as well?
And I was hoping to do the front. I wanted to put these up first. I actually, he should have put them on the other side and the back, because I wanted to see how they looked before I put them on this side and on the front.
How many have been installed already? Just the one or?
No, this side has been installed. Except for those 2 windows haven't been installed.
How many windows total, Tim, if I can ask?
For the whole building?
No, it's installed now.
Oh, 13,
Wow.
Are they
some in back.
100% vinyl or are they wood interior with a vinyl clad
No,
on
they're
each?
100% vinyl.
And what's the manufacturer?
The manufacturer's all time. They also did the Whalers Inn. And they've been manufacturing in Montville for 50 or 60 years. Show you some more if you want.
Have you installed the windows on the front facade?
No,
And on the north, west side, sorry.
the west side has not been. That was supposed to be done actually first, because that's right up against the brick building. Where they're not seen at all.
So right now, the ones in the alley have been done, the ones on the parking lot have been done. Is that correct?
Some of the ones in the parking lot have been done. This is an example of what hasn't been done. On the bottom of those haven't been done. That's what's there now. And that's what's going in.
What's that? What kind of window is that? Like, is that like an Anderson all vinyl? That's on that,
Which one?
the one to the right of the door?
Yeah, I don't know what make
Yeah,
it.
it almost looks like.
Been
an
there
Anderson
for,
profile.
I've been there a long time. That's what all the ones on the inside and around the corner, on the other side, the west side are all those kinds of windows, or like the ones in the middle there, the doubles, the old. And I have an example in the car of the window if you want to see it. Ready to move on to other things? This is the front of the building as it is now. With it has stone windows over it. Just to go through, this is 13 windows were installed. There's I think 33 windows altogether.
And you've purchased all the windows.
I purchased all the windows, yes. This is go to Whaler Inn on their advertising. And just around the neighborhood, there's these, which are recently put in. I don't believe they're wood. I think they're vinyl or
Not vinyl.
or
Not that I'm aware of either.
Aluminum.
aluminum maybe.
Aluminum
They're clad, yeah.
Yeah.
Same with these. And those,
Those all time, is that what you show?
no, these are just vinyl windows in town. These are with the glass in the middle of the window. Vinyl, which the panes are in the middle of the window, not outside the window. These are main block, which I think they're steel windows. They're just 1/1s. These are vinyl, so. These are vinyl.
No, because they came before us.
So these are vinyl. These are vinyl. Next door.
That's all getting done.
Yeah, it's all getting torn.
These are,
I think the dilemma here is in this group, is we've been not approving vinyl.
Yeah.
Right,
Not
yeah.
vinyl.
Yeah, and
that's next door. So I told them to stop manufacturing the ones I bought for the front. I know you guys are more sensitive to the front of the building than anything. But those are. That's our building, so the brick building. So I'm hoping I can keep the windows that are in. I hope I can put them on the west side, and I hope I can put them in the back. On the lower part that's in the back of the stores, and then I think they look pretty good. I think they're appropriate in front, but if you don't think they are, I can do something else in front. But it's really hard to find something that's wood in this. All wood on the outside. and they don't last very long. They're not very well made generally, and you have to put storms on them. A lot of cases.
Not necessarily tied to wood, just. I'll speak for myself, not necessarily tied to vinyl. It's not the. I just.
The windows we approved earlier tonight are wood windows with a fiberglass cladding on the outside.
And we've approved aluminum.
And then aluminum cladding on Eric's house.
Right.
Which are wood windows with aluminum cladding,
Right.
But wood on the inside,
but wood on the inside.
which is, doesn't really matter to you guys, right? One way or the other.
I think that if I were to propose a compromise here,
Yeah.
change the windows on the front facade to clad windows, not vinyl.
If I could just add something real quick, I think the discussion on vinyl windows. Really, in most cases, concluded with the ability or inability to do a simulated divided light. I think that was probably the presentation of a simulated divided light was probably more of a concern. Than, not that there wasn't any concern of the actual vinyl finish and the sheen that it presents. But the fact that a simulated divided light just gives the depth that it gives to a window, as opposed to the grills between a glass, where it just has that flat reflective look and it doesn't have the depth that the commission has traditionally embraced. I think is one of the factors to look at.
Is this SDL or?
Excuse me?
It's stimulated divided light.
Are these
It's a divided, it's a divided light.
Is it between the glass or is it an applied to the outside like a
Applied to the
simulated
outside and
Okay.
inside.
outside and
Do you have a
inside?
picture of that?
Yeah, it's up.
It's,
Oh, I didn't, I clicked you off. I'm sorry. I can put it back up. I think it's probably the other picture is
The other picture's
probably
better.
gives you a better.
Yes.
Try to go the right way.
there you go.
I mean, I'll be upfront, I'm a little more of a stickler, and I'll be very clear, in no way am I saying anybody did anything underhanded here, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying, if you start saying, well,
Yep.
if you let the whoopsies go,
I know.
then
There is
if
a
I want,
process
if I
that
want to
goes
do something
through.
underhanded, I would then say, well, why couldn't I if everybody else got it? And that's just, yeah, I'm trying to look down the road and I'm sensitive, I mean, I know Tim's a businessman and nobody wants to throw money away, and I don't want to do that to anybody either, so I just think, you know, it's unfortunate it happened that way, but for me, anything on the alley, the parking lot and the front, I wouldn't want to buy the window, and that's me.
Right. I agree. I would. My feeling is I want them out and something else in.
What's the difference between a vinyl and a steel or a aluminum window? I mean, they're all not wood windows. I mean, you can't tell the difference between this and an aluminum window.
They're shiny,
They really aren't that
It's just-
shiny. If you go down there, I can bring one in. I mean, I don't see any difference when I look at the different windows. I can't tell it. And I understand if you want to do them in front, but I think it's a little harsh to take them out and buy all new windows for the whole rest of the building.
That's on your contractor.
Yeah, he's an 82-year-old guy who's trying his best.
I mean, I've said my piece. I want them
Yeah.
replaced.
I'll give you my feelings too, I mean, and I'm sensitive to it, trust me, I'm not something I say lightly, I understand, I mean. Nobody wants to incur extra cost, I get that, it's not, it stinks, but. We have to also watch over the whole district, not just one building.
That's my recommendation.
Yeah, I appreciate that opinion, but I think given the situation that the front matters, so I would be interested in compromising.
just doing facility.
I wouldn't compromise.
I would
This is
say that-
just a precedent.
Right.
I mean, I get the financial implications for what we're asking, I get that, but yeah,
That's, I really dislike vinyl windows for one other reason, and this immaterial aesthetic, because I haven't seen the exact, is they move more with the heat and cold.
That's the reason that they're flatter,
Yeah, they move
things,
and
is
they,
because these don't move. They are very, very stable because they run over each other. There's not a gap.
I'm not familiar with the brand, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could bring a window in. You can see how shiny it is.
well, I think we have a
I mean,
opinion here.
yeah, no, I just. My recommendation, and I hear 4 out of 5 of us, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, saying the same thing, is to place the ones you put in with aluminum clad or non-vinyl windows. That's.
The aluminum clad are not historic at all.
Vinyl definitely is not historic.
And no, I understand,
So-
but they're both equally not as, not.
Instead of, I would recommend that the commission, instead of, recommending a specific
Okay.
material.
Or, no,
I would
just-
say that I
non-vinyl.
would recommend the applicant, review options and come back with something that may give a more historic appearance that the commission would further embrace.
I think that's very well said,
Yes.
very well said. Thank you.
Yeah, the recommendation is to come back with an alternative solution to the vinyl windows. Any other comment from the commission, staff?
And you feel that way about the ones up against the other building that you can't see it all from anywhere.
I
Yeah,
mean,
with the new building.
The west elevation.
Yeah, with the new building, there's no change to that at all, right? They'd still be hidden.
Correct, yeah,
Yeah,
there's
you
going
can't
to
see
be
it
no
all.
exposure of those at all.
yeah,
based
To
on
me,
the
I don't,
proposed.
I'm,
if we can't see them from the street, they can
Right.
stay this.
Yeah, I mean,
They can stay
I
vinyl.
personally-
I mean, you would be hard pressed to ever see those windows in that elevation at this point, or even based on what Lux Bond is proposing.
Yeah,
I guess if
I can
copies
show
of the
you a
building
picture of
department was getting
those.
us out.
Yeah, well, that's, yeah.
no, I think, so if you want to put the vinyl windows in on the
Yeah, I
west,
don't know if they'll fit, but
oh,
you
okay,
know,
the west side,
that's.
which can't be seen from a
I'll
public.
see what I can come up with.
Have you talked to All Time, Tim, to
Yes, I
see what
have.
they have for an option that might present more historic
Well.
for a
the-
finish, or do they have a particular finish that, you know, that addresses the sheen type thing that?
Well, I really actually think these do, but this is a window.
Oh, control that control.
Thing
Trying to
again.
get you.
This is a window, these are,
Oops. Oops, I apologize. I'm sorry.
That's from the inside.
Other way.
uh,
There you go.
these are just in the show.
Touch your screen.
They're simulated wood.
That's an exterior picture of them.
That's
Interior
not
block.
the interior.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
We want to see the other side.
It looks the same on the side, it's the same exact thing.
Interesting.
Well, I think Tim's
Well, what do you
suggestion
think-
is
what
a
do you
good
think
one.
of
Talk to all.
those actually, just to get an idea,
I mean, I'd have to see the outside.
but if it looks exactly like that map.
Would
Sorry, just to tell.
Yeah,
It's hard to tell.
because it looks like it's blue on the outside.
No, it's not. The same color, it's the same, this is just a particular thing in the showroom. And. Oh.
Well, I don't know what further. I think,
Just wanted to show you this.
There's,
Thank you.
Here's the inside of the building.
Yeah, that's between the new,
Yeah.
looks bond and green and you.
Wow.
wow.
The air conditioner. I did see those.
Yeah,
How many windows are there on that side?
I don't know. I think around 13.
I think they'd be fine there. I-
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
What you
I mean,
do-
it's still,
what,
it would be a one-off. We would approve it
right,
as a one-off for that particular side.
because it's
For
not,
vinyl, because it's still
Not-
creating precedent.
Yeah,
They
but
were using
our mandate's on a public view.
That's true.
right.
And like I joked with him, I think if I was gonna open those, the fire department extracting me if I was between those two buildings, so.
Right. I mean, that's our big thing is public, yeah, public view.
Yeah, you could do it as a condition of the limited public view. If that, in fact, it got to a point where you were approving replacing the windows throughout the building.
Right.
You could break those out
All right.
under a separate condition.
So bring some
Oh,
either aluminum clad or
non-vinyl,
anything non-vinyl.
correct.
Use your best judgment.
Yeah. I'm not gonna tell you what it has to be, but anything non-vinyl.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so that we're now there, there's two other people,
This was approved.
right?
Do you want to take your, I think you're posting in case things work out, you do want to put it up?
Yeah.
You have one already? Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Yeah, yours is missing. You're right. I'm sorry.
Mhm. All right, so we have two,
Oh, go ahead.
we have two people, so,
I believe both these gentlemen are going to be here under old business.
oh.
One of them for 7 Water Street.
7 Water Street.
And then the other one, Jeff, you're probably gonna have to add, it's gonna be for the ongoing HVAC equipment at Pearl.
So, can we just?
You look familiar.
He's never been
St.
here.
Mark's.
Yeah.
Church. That's- yeah. Do we want to check if our Groton resident wants to?
Not even there anymore.
Raise your
It's
hand.
not there?
It's me and Sue.
It's just you, okay,
Yeah.
okay. All right, so with that, thank you for a very candid discussion, gentlemen, on that. But with that, that closes the pre-apps. We'll now go to public communications.
I do not have anything that I have not disclosed already. The only thing I would say is, which I talked about under the pre-app is the,
Ashby,
yeah, the one
Yeah.
asking the conversation I had with the applicant, that's about it.
I didn't hear, can I get a quick
So
one,
he's
2 sentence update?
Yeah, he was on as a pre-app tonight. I had a meeting with him Friday after our last meeting. We went through a number of the issues that are currently existing with the building and his status. I thought we had established some criteria for a pre-app that would be well received. The applicant, we concluded our meeting with the applicant leaving and going to compile that information to present to you guys. He subsequently called me a few days later, it was probably over a week later. and said that he had talked to some consultants and he was exploring other options at this point. I said, well, I'm gonna leave you, I'll leave you on for pre-app. And it was my understanding that I thought he was still gonna come and present some other options under the pre-app. Got it, but he didn't, so. But I did explain to the commission that my conversations with him, it is his intent to try to improve the building and make the building better. The sticking point is he plans on doing the roof, and he's just gonna do an architectural roof on that, very standard, nothing out of the ordinary. The sticking point is, and he even considered the window, doing some alterations to the windows to appease what you guys are looking for. I think it's the siding is where he is getting hung up.
It's asbestos siding.
He's trying to coordinate either. He doesn't want to have to take, if he takes the asbestos off, it's not going to be a good subsurface for putting anything on underneath it. And therefore he'd have to take the existing wood off all the way down to the existing sheathing boards, and he doesn't want to get into it that far. So he's looking at options for going over the asbestos.
Did you do
Like say somebody
first
made a
stripping?
fortune selling asbestos siding back in the day.
What's that, Bill?
On houses around here.
Can't you do like first stripping and then?
He could,
Yeah,
he
we
could, and I explained to him, and this came out at a prior meeting when that was talked about going over, and it might have been Eric or a conversation by the commission in whole, that when you start building out like that, you start to change appearance around windows and things like that. And that was something that was going to be looked at in detail. So he was,
Okay.
you know, he had concern about how that was going to present as well. So let me just do a little more legwork on it, try to keep it moving.
Thank you
We
for,
appreciate you staying on it, man.
thank you for staying on it and being communicative. All right. No other public communications? Approval of the minutes?
They look good to me.
All right.
So already makes a motion to approve.
Ferguson seconds. We'll go to a vote.
I'm gonna abstain because I've missed a couple meetings, which I apologize for.
Ernst, I.
Ferguson, aye.
Moriarty, aye.
Kohler, aye.
All right, the minutes for July 19th, 2025 are approved. So now we're on old business, which is on the agenda, so we don't have to make a motion on this situation, 7 Water Street.
I can do a quick explanation of that if you want. Ironically, it was mentioned at the end of the last meeting, the status when it was understood that there might be a new occupant going into the current occupancy there. Subsequently, I believe it was the next either Thursday or Friday morning, Bill Middleton came to our office and said, hey, what's going on with this? And he presented the expired temporary certificate of occupancy. That kind of set off a whole bunch of things pertaining to the zoning requirements for the site compliance, as well as the HDC items that were pending. Had some very productive on-site meetings with him. He was aggressively taking care of items related to site compliance as well as HDC compliance. There were some things that he was going to potentially change, not drastically, but there was also things that he was going to complete under the understanding of what you guys thought the finished product was going to be. It was my understanding that he was still working through some things, and at this point, he was just going to ask for a modification of a time frame, and then come back again with details of the specific items that he wanted to modify. He was trying to work out some details of some particular things pertaining to operation that I'm not going to, put out there at the moment because I don't know the status of them or I don't want to get anybody's hopes up on things. But so it was my understanding that he was going to send an agent in for essentially to extend the time frame for what was originally approved, to do a modification for the time frame. Yes.
So to be clear, these are things that the previous owner was gonna either had bonded to do or we gave him time to do.
So there was nothing on that you guys had there was no bonding on your items. There was bonding on the zoning items, which I believe he is Bill has either completed or has nearly completed, or maybe part of a further modification, either site or HDC. But yes, there were items that the previous applicant, you
okay.
guys had conditioned to complete within a certain time frame. That the time frame had subsequently expired, and some of the stuff had been done maybe partially or in whole. And again, Bill, once he received that list, he aggressively went after some of the things. And maybe his agent can further talk on those deals, and he might be able to confirm if in fact you're just looking for a time extension at this point, and then gonna come back with further details.
We are, and
Yeah.
seemingly you know a lot more about this than I do.
Okay.
Also,
So if you got, I can,
Yeah.
yeah, if you need to
First thing-
clarify and understand.
First thing, slide your microphone
So my
toward
name is
you.
Paul Ramsey. I'm representing 7 Water Street. Now currently Jeremiah's used to be Pearl for a very short period of time, and Pizzetta before that. And but the information that Bill gave me and what we had talked through, there's 4 items that were considered outstanding on the list, and I'll go through each one of them. And I should have brought pictures because everybody brought pictures. I only brought 2, but dumpster enclosure. So if you've been on that street there and you look in that parking lot, that dumpster is awful. We're really working hard to come to some type of arrangement with the museum where we share space with their dumpsters. They're already enclosed. We'd love to get rid of those and get them out of the way. If for some reason that can't happen, the other option is, I think we will close them in, because we knew that was supposed to be done. So that's the dumpster situation. When Bill gets back, he's on vacation right now, but when he gets back, I think he'll continue the conversations with the folks at the museum. The Riverside.
Can I just weigh in on
Please
that?
do.
So that's a zoning item that is currently bonded as well.
Right.
So there's kind of a redundant layer of what's gonna happen there.
Right. There was another piece to that too, which covering over the electrical meters, and they hadn't been done. We've done that. That's completed.
Yeah.
So that was on the zoning list.
Yep,
in
yeah,
here.
there's some crossover.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of this stuff, we've done a lot in the last couple of weeks,
Yeah.
but where it falls into something that was zoning or something that was HDC, I'm not real clear on. The Riverside brick wall in the back of the building, it's kind of interesting looking at that wall today. I really actually like the old wall better than I like the new, but regardless, half the wall is new brick, half the other wall is, I think it's probably granite block.
It's like a pin block.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Which actually looks really nice. And we put new sod down there and you look at the 2 different. Anyway, we'll do whichever one needs to be done, but we're hoping that we'll get an extension to do that before the end of the year. The third item, and I'm a little confused on this, and Bill may know more about this, but he and I didn't talk through this one as much detail that I would have liked. It's rooftop HVAC and hoods. So his status expected completion date says to me revised plan to be approved. Not so sure I 100% understand that. Here's the application, here's the approval, and then there's the hoods and they're enclosed.
Zoom me out a little bit, get a little more.
Wondering if it's,
So they're enclosed. You
yeah.
can't, you really, I mean, that's a zoomed in photo. You really got to look hard to see what's in there.
I think that's all we'd asked for, wasn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I believe that is all that you asked for, that they be screened to a certain extent.
Right.
I'm not sure, like, all the elevation pictures and things that were part of plans didn't show any of the units extending above the screening. So I wasn't
Just
ready to check
peeking
that
away.
off the list. If you guys want to look at it and say that you feel that it's appropriately screened and no further action is needed, that's gonna be your call.
So I'm gonna give my opinion. I mean, I think it's a very important building in town and very important, well-traveled area. And I think to me, it's well done. I mean, we're gonna make them tear it down to put an extra 4 inches. I think at that point we were being ridiculous, but that's solely John's opinion. We've got 4 more to
Yeah.
get.
I think when the application was pending with the prior owner, the panel sections around the bottom were not complete. I think they were just like plywood or some
Pretty sure
kind of
you're right.
unfinished material. And I think that was one of the real subjects of the discussion. I don't think the height was as much of a discussion. I think it just got mentioned that are the units going to be screened based on what's being proposed? So
I
that's.
mean, I did think in the drawing it was a little higher, but to me, it
Right, coordination.
substantially compliant, I think,
Okay,
at this
well,
point.
that's up to you guys.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't.
totally my opinion.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't want
Yeah.
to tell Bill, no, this is good, we're gonna check it off the list, and then all of a sudden it comes up at a meeting where, how come that equipment is sticking up above the,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
So anyway,
You're hard to see it. I mean, I will be
You could
honest.
add a rail.
Yeah.
You could
There-
add a
you got
second rail.
dimension there to add another rail that would.
and I don't think,
Mitigate that.
I think it's really
Mhm.
only the kitchen exhaust hoods
That's
that
it.
you kind of see right there. I don't think the mini splits are,
Right.
the split condensers
Yeah.
are an issue as much as, and if you remember right, those weren't originally gonna go there.
Right.
They relocated those further outboard of the building for convenience of getting them up through the building. So that's probably why those elevations and the actual conditions kind of vary a little bit from what was drawn on the plans.
When did this go through the process? How long?
Well, it's a long story.
Well, it started out
Yeah.
quite even
I'm new
before
guy.
my time, and then it
I'll
kind
pay
of
on the way to the car on the way.
it came to kind of a fruition point about a year ago.
Yeah, this was.
Little over a year ago.
6/20/23.
Yeah.
I don't know what particular.
So silly question, if we did add a rail, just saying hypothetically, and I don't know nothing about restaurant equipment. Would that hood stain that rail? Is that where like stuff comes out? So we're.
It could potentially, yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it's,
be
there
able-
are some grease laden vapors that make it out of that.
Good.
Yes, yeah, it could potentially.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
if we add a rail to try and hide something, then we have an ugly brown,
Right.
gray,
Right.
Yeah.
black rail.
Yeah,
You
creating
really,
problems.
you really gotta look hard to notice that it sticks out above.
Yeah.
You know, there's other buildings and this is not what I'm here for, but there's other buildings that don't have any enclosures on them. So we feel like this looks pretty darn good on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I don't have any issue.
I don't have any issue.
I don't either.
Going back.
I mean, it
I
matches
think looking at
downstairs.
that elevation, I think it was the meter enclosure or the meter screen that was really.
Right, in your place.
Yeah, that was what everybody kind of is, wanted
This
further
wall.
clarification.
Okay.
So the last item on the list was there's supposed to be 4 corbels on the front of the building. They're not there. We're looking for like corbels somewhere up and down the street that we can find that so it has some consistency. Haven't found them yet, but we will, and as soon as we get them. I mean,
So, and I had a conversation with Bill, specific to this too. He asked, what are they? Where is there a plan somewhere? And
Bill Middleton, just.
yes,
just for
yes,
the-
not you.
Okay, I just.
I'm sorry.
Okay. No, I- That's good.
Yeah, I
That's
talked to
exa-
Bill. and I
that's his
was,
corp-
Going to see if there was somewhere in our archives, somewhere, the original plan for Tim's addition, that those may have been drawn on, so he can at least get something in concept.
right. I reached out to Mark, the
Come on.
architect too, to see if he had any, because he had done the plans for it. He hasn't gotten back to me yet.
If not, there's a lot of pictures of that you can get from Mystic River Historical that'll show the. corbels.
Yeah, maybe.
Right. You put me in touch with somebody that.
Yeah, and I gave him Eric Goodman's number.
Yeah.
We put something up there. We're happy to do it. We just want to find something that looks,
Yeah.
period.
Right.
So.
Actually, I think when Judy Caracoso in the building 100 years ago, she's got pictures of it in her office, so you can find.
Oh, really? That'd be neat.
yeah.
It's right there.
It might be, right?
Right.
One of the other large items, and I don't know if this was on your list,
Yeah.
but there was a shed in the back that the commission was not happy about the texture 111 that was on it.
Right.
That has subsequently got wood shake siding put on it.
Yeah.
And the zero lot line agreement between Seven and the Sif Bakery building operator, Adam, has been drafted and it's recorded. So that really is that item can essentially be checked off the list, both on your end and on the zoning end.
Yeah, I stopped by just for transparency today. And that was one of the first things I noticed was that the shed has very nice wood cedar shingles on it and looks totally appropriate.
We were pleased to see the shed back there, a little extra storage space.
Yeah.
God knows it was a mess inside.
So essentially, I think what the applicant's going to be looking for is for you guys to consider an extension of time frame to address those items that are kind of not be able to be imminently completed.
So can you, for just for the record purposes, the first item you spoke about was the trash enclosure.
Right.
What's your time?
We're pending an agreement with the museum. We would assume that within the next 30 days, we would have an agreement or not, and if we don't, we'll close it in.
Okay.
So, on the Riverside brick wall, Bill had asked for an extension until the end of the year,
Okay.
12/31. and the core bells as well, but I suspect we'll get those in. As soon as we find them, we'll put them up, so.
I think that's all super reasonable.
I think, I have
Yes.
no, anybody?
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Makes
And
sense.
then my question would be, once we complete this, do we need to come back and say, okay, here's the photographs, it's completed, let's check everybody's list?
I think it would be, it wouldn't hurt.
I would say come back, just because if there is something that would be considered a modification from the original agreement, it could be mentioned
Mentioned
and
and-
taken care of.
Signed off on
Yeah.
a.
Signed off on from.
Yeah, we'd like to have it closed. when
Yeah.
it's done.
Right,
right.
We know
The
it's
dumpster.
done.
The signage in front, it looks like you replaced it, but same size and shape. It's just the.
Have we
Well,
approved,
Yeah,
have we
the
approved the signs?
long-term sign. That's
Yeah.
exactly the same, it's actually
Yeah.
the same,
Yeah.
it's actually the same unit. We
Yep.
just took out what they had and put something new in.
Okay.
and we can, you know,
But we still have to approve that, right?
Correct, we haven't. seen
Yeah,
it
you're
yet.
gonna have to come back on your next.
Oh,
You
right.
gotta approve all signage.
Add that to the list.
Okay, so the sign that we put up
Yeah.
needs to be approved?
Yes.
Or only
Yes.
if we change the
Yeah.
size
Both.
of it,
Both.
both?
Yeah, so if you're keeping the one you have up now,
Mhm.
we need to see it. If you're changing it and putting a new one up, we need to see it.
We also have something on the back. I don't know if you guys, if that's jurisdiction.
It is because there's a parking
Because
lot
of
there.
Right.
public
It's
parking.
happening.
lot.
I started jogging again. I jog around your building.
Right,
3
right,
times a
right.
day,
Right,
3
so
times a
yeah,
week.
we need some- We'd like
In
some
your
kind
house.
of
Oh, so you're
wood
guy.
carved sign.
You're that guy.
That guy at 6 a.m., yeah.
Really?
So you're gonna change,
Not looking out the
the
window yet.
sign and mounting structure?
I don't know about the mounting structure yet. I like the structure.
Okay.
It's actually kind of neat. But
Do you
the
have a-
mounting sign is just, yeah.
Is it in design? The new sign? It's not?
It's up.
So the sign, the
Jerem-
temp sign, which.
The temp sign.
Always
Temp
meant to
sign
be
is
temp.
I'm just wondering, if he's proposing, if the temp sign is only gonna be there and he's proposing a permanent sign,
Oh, got it.
I would say have him do an application
A
for
new-
a permanent sign.
A new application
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
permanent sign.
Right.
Yeah.
What are you looking to put in the permanent sign in?
Pardon me?
When are you looking at?
Oh, gosh, I don't have a timeline for that. The next, I would say 90 days at the most. I mean, we'd like it done sooner.
Probably wanna come in and do an application as soon as possible. As soon as you have a design draft
Right.
of what it's, the appearance, size, and materials, do an application, come in front of these guys and get it presented and approved.
Yeah, the sign that's up there now is kind of silly, so
What's that?
the sign up there now is kind of silly. The round shape doesn't fit anything up and down that street, so, what we'd like to have is something wood, something carved, something more reminiscent of, 1812.
You are
That's
bringing,
where
you're
my-
saying all the right words, man.
I can go through this in Vermont for 18 years and not learn something. So. And, in honesty, staying true to the building and its structure and its view shed on the street, it's important. Once you ruin it, it's ruined forever, so I can't do that. So. I think that's all I have.
Do we need to make a motion to approve the extension? I think
Yes,
that's
yeah, yeah,
what,
yep,
so
yeah.
I'll
Put it,
make,
define a timeline.
yeah, so I will make a motion to approve the presented timeline of those 3 items that he shared with us tonight. Yeah, just approve the extended timeline.
Kohler seconds.
Goodrich, aye.
Ernst, aye.
Ferguson, I.
Moriarty, aye.
Hmm.
Was it 90 days? I just want to.
As presented.
presented.
As 31.
12/31.
Or-
Okay.
Yeah,
I missed that.
presented,
Okay.
and then
Yeah,
the next
gotcha.
day is the other one.
Okay.
apologize.
Yeah, yeah,
I
okay.
meant as he.
Could you just
presented.
amend your motion again? I just want to.
Okay.
I didn't want to interrupt and say that.
Okay, so I
I
apologize.
just want to know what I was voting on.
Hey, no. The motion that we just voted on was to accept the extended timeline as the gentleman presented to us tonight. And there's varying dates, so it's,
Between 90 days and the end of the year.
yeah,
Right, the new sign we'd like to get up quickly, but we
Right.
don't want to do it quickly and have a silly sign, so,
Right.
just
So
signs take
that's
time
what
to get with
we-
the right sign.
okay. So hopefully Susan heard all that and it's clear, so.
Yeah, and I would recommend that you get in as soon as possible with your new sign application. As soon as you have a design draft and like I said, size, materials, get an application and get it in front of these guys.
Did we finish the vote?
Yes.
We did.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
So
Anything we should stay
I
away
was just.
Anything you should stay away from? Whatever these guys don't like.
You can imagine outlandish, you know, you don't want lights and neon and all that kind of stuff, but.
Yeah, you can't
No.
down there anyway.
Right.
It's,
So I'm.
no backlit, nothing backlit.
Wood,
Yeah.
1800s, that's the way
Yeah.
we're thinking, so. I think
Sounds
we're
great.
Yeah.
thinking the Same.
Think of what Jeremiah would have
Exactly.
seen
Yeah.
when he was firing the cannons.
Scrimshaw.
Scrimshaw.
So any lighting?
Yeah, the ivory's restricted, he can't use whalebone.
Any lighting would be indirect and full cutoff,
Yeah, we don't, definitely don't.
Okay.
We wouldn't need enough.
even any kind of.
Right.
Yeah, okay, just to let you know.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Any questions about anything?
I think we're good.
All right.
You guys have been very helpful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thanks.
All right.
Your feet.
It's my feet in St. Thomas.
He did.
All right, so now our long lost friend.
15 Pearl Street.
So I'm gonna make a motion to add 15 Pearl Street onto old business.
Moriarty second.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodrich, aye.
Ernst, I.
Ferguson, I.
Moriarty, I.
Kohler, aye.
Okay, so 15.
Okay, I have to say my name and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Jeff Gillies for Densmore Oil, about 15 Pearl Street, St. Mark's. So I came and presented a couple weeks ago about the mini split project over there. So, yeah, getting a survey and getting an elevation is a little harder than you might think. So I did have I finally found somebody, and took a look at it. So the original, it was the right-hand side of the building where that unit was gonna be. We had talked about doing
On the ground.
a concrete pad with a metal stand, so it would be 12 inches off the ground plus a little bit. Yeah, that's not enough for the flood zone. So, yeah, it's not close.
Not enough for the building.
Uh-huh.
Almost not enough for the building.
Yeah, it's well, that whole basement floor is essentially, it's all in there. If the water comes up, yeah, I guess, you need quite a storm, but it's anywho.
It's happened.
Yeah, so going through a couple, the tough thing about that building is, of course, the bottom part of it is made of stone, and then up top, the wood, it's like you really just don't want to mess with it. So we're back to stance, my favorite thing. So I made, instead of a terrible little drawing, I made you guys something a little bit better. I can never remember which way the camera goes, so.
Have it face us. so
Yep,
we
they-
can-
Rotate it 90 degrees
Where you going?
towards me.
There you go.
Rotate it 90.
The other 90.
one.
There you go.
Hey, we're getting there, right? So.
Maybe you
we
just
could
closed
zoom
it.
out just a
It just
bit.
disappeared.
No,
Yeah,
go to the
I
left.
got it. I'm
Yeah, I
sorry.
can zoom you out a little bit.
Push it to your right. There you go.
Maybe down.
No, towards me, towards me.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wow.
How many HVAC guys does it take to? So it's the same basic idea of, we're gonna do a concrete, the idea is to do a concrete base, pressure treated 4x4 posts. Do a little platform up top, and then basically on the exterior to add some screening to it. Lattice is really the best idea I can come up with there. Instead of doing the other idea I had was like a privacy screen. I feel like that's gonna stick out even more. With the lattice, I would paint it that same blue color as the exterior of the church. I don't know if you guys have gone by the church at all, but so I pulled the permit with the town of Groton so that we could, they were itching to get some cool air in there. So the left side, I mean, with the lines and painting it blue, I feel like driving down that
It looks
street all
good.
the time. I
Yeah,
feel like
I
it
know
looks
what you're saying.
really good, and you really can't even see, at least in my opinion,
Yeah.
like you'd have to be really looking for the units on that flat roof. I feel like from the perspective, it's almost impossible to see them. So this is the, sort of the best compromise that I can come up with to keep it out of the flood zone. Just because I can't attach it to the building, with that textured stone, it'd just be a nightmare. And with the attaching to the actual church itself, I think would be even higher than it needs to be, and also look, you know, really odd because I don't really know how I could screen it if I were to attach it using a wall mounted bracket. So at least this kind of fits, you know, fits a little bit. So.
You have a contextual drawing of this is,
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
the, all right.
you kind of.
So,
Placement on the board.
Yeah.
Testing my memory of.
I know, sorry, I got a zillion photos of probably people's houses here, so hold on one second.
So it needs to be how many feet off the ground? Like
5
like
feet,
three,
pretty
five?
much.
Yeah.
Well, the
about 5
top,
feet.
the top was
The
5.
top
Yeah,
is
the top
5.
is 5 feet. It needs to be about 3.5 feet. So,
Okay.
you know, and figuring the unit itself is gonna be, they're 34 and 5'3", yeah, like they're about 35 inches tall.
Yeah.
So by the time it's said and done, we're gonna be about 5. So I did. All right, let's see if of course, we
Good
start
job.
down. So that bush planting thing would go away. We'd be basically right, and then you can kind of see that line right on there. So that second bit of stone there is about the top of where this would be.
Really? It's not higher?
It just maybe a touch.
Yeah, that makes about sense. That makes sense.
So that top is 5 feet?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to,
Wow.
you know, from.
I believe you.
From tape measure, like that line there is 61 inches tall.
Okay.
I mean, that window is about 5 feet, so if you were to drop that down to the ground,
I guess.
look
yeah,
at that
okay.
context, yeah.
I just thought it would be higher. But
Yeah.
It's a good thing that it's not.
It's a good
Don't
thing. I
misunderstand.
think it's a little bit of a good thing that it's not horribly out of place. Like, you know what I mean? If it was gonna be much, much higher than that, I feel like it would be, you know. Yeah.
Can we go
I
back
know
to
you're trying to do your
the,
job, but I'll be honest, it's something like a mini guard tower from a prison.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. I
if
thought
there
it was
was-
a
There should be
medieval.
some shirt
a
lights on it
medieval
and razor wire or something, you know?
If there was anything else I could do there, like in terms of like from a form and function perspective, like I would do something else. Like
can you go back to the conceptual drawing?
yes,
So, you know, Pearl actually, the one thing we just looked at the roof line, we looked at
Yep.
that actually they did trim and paneling on the bottom, which actually looked pretty nice, I thought. And then you had the fencing or lattice work on top of that. At least should be nice, nicer screen, a little nicer finish on that.
Stone facade on the bottom of that to match
No.
yeah, I mean,
Okay.
honestly, if a little paneling, like I don't love the openness of that. So, you know, if we did some sort of paneling, I could do that, you know, but
Also, oh, I'm sorry. The other question I had on this conceptual drawing is what's the 5? Oh, I see. I'm sorry. Okay, so it's 5 feet total. Got it.
And it wouldn't be lattice on 4 sides, right? You
No, it
need
would just
some-
be,
the three,
yeah,
kind of
so-
exposed sides.
So the last time I did a sketch here, I drew it myself and.
It was
it
beautiful.
Did you draw this?
I did not.
I was gonna
I will
say,
say
your
is-
growth is.
My growth is incredible. I can take.
You're gonna get 2 gold stars
I
at the end of
can
this.
take no credit. This is, but I'll tell you what, if you put in all the right information into, ChatGPT, it'll make you something pretty good. But no, it would just be the lattice would be on the side facing the road and the side facing Denoto.
Yeah.
So then that other side would be open. There's really no good reason to put anything on that side. And then the refrigerant lines that would be running from the unit, you know, up to its location would be painted the same as the, you know, as the coloring of the church as well. So.
Can I just follow up on what Tim was just saying? That the idea of having a facade on the bottom of stone.
Just panel it,
panel.
trim it up with something.
So the one thing I would say that may change just your perspective on that a little bit would be, so this current planting is gonna move forward.
Oh.
So that is gonna obscure
Yeah,
that
planting-
bottom.
planting.
I know.
Oh, I didn't know the planning
I
was
know
gonna.
that foliage doesn't count.
Right, but
just
it
in-
helps.
You know.
You're not gonna see it.
Yeah, no, I didn't know I thought that you said originally the planting was coming out. I
Yeah,
didn't
so
know-
we're moving that, so we're
Forward.
always gonna move it forward,
Okay.
but I feel like with it being, you know, once again, I know foliage doesn't count.
Right.
You know, I'm married to a landscaper daughter, so, you know, she doesn't love
Something
that,
like
but the.
I like that, I like the
um,
vertical on that versus the lattice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
agree.
That's
Oh, like
true as
ver-
well. Just a.
Do a
no,
vertical trim.
Something
very
like this
different.
where it's almost enclosed on the bottom.
It's a subjective
Yeah.
opinion, a subjective opinion, but I like that
I-
better than.
Honestly, the vertical versus, you know, even if we did it,
Was that the panel enclosure on the bottom?
Yeah.
if we did it just like horizontal, that might just match the church a little. I'm up for
The
it.
lines,
Doesn't matter.
because of the lines.
Actually, I think that would actually look nicer.
You said the total unit's 5 feet
Yeah.
and the outside,
The
unit is
so it's actually gonna be more
35?
more like 6 feet in
6 feet.
total because it's
Yeah,
gonna be
that's
about.
what, that's what I was asking.
Cause I, yeah, I
That
think
makes sense to me, how it's 35 inches.
35, 35,
and
so it's more like 71 inches, I guess would be the
It's
correct.
almost 6 feet.
Oh,
I
6
call it
feet, yeah.
50.
3 feet of it will be
But
lattice.
it's,
and
but
then-
it's where we're digging out with the concrete, so it's gonna be like really like down there, so it's, you know, cause a lot of that's mulch right now,
Sure.
so it might be just down a little bit.
So that means it's gonna be above that line.
A little bit above that line, but not, it would probably end right to with the lattice or coverings, you know, right to about that other line, still below the, you know, that trend.
horizontal line.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That makes more sense.
I like the design's suggestion.
The design suggestion, so no lattice, do something that is vertical and
With paneling on the bottom.
with paneling on the bottom that's painted the same color as
The
the,
snow.
as the
You
church.
get to do another drawing.
Yeah.
Hey,
Another
I
drawing.
love a good drawing, you know, I could whip up a prompt and bang this out right now.
Yeah,
But yeah, unfortunately, I did take another run by there to see if there's any other places to go. I feel like any other place I would go would actually be more visible. I found a different location, but it would actually, there's a part of the church that's block. But then that's right at the front entrance of the church. I feel like it's better to stay on the side.
yeah.
You know.
This is, yeah, this is good.
All right.
All right.
So I'll make a motion to amend your application to the specifics of it, and we're talking more close to 71 inches high, not 61 as
Yeah.
shown here.
Why do you give like 3 inches of wiggle room, say 75 in case?
There's, okay,
Yeah.
so the unit can be up to 75 inches, up to
Up to. Yep.
75 inches
Next
tall.
stone.
Right. And we suggest the vertical and paneling along the bottom.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So the motion is to amend his application from previous weeks to have this new stand in place with paneling on the bottom and vertical.
You want to amend it for the say paneling to match style is on whatever that address is, 7 Water Street or.
No, he can, I mean, it
Okay,
doesn't have to
all right.
be.
Yeah, I'll just take a,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll bring the guy building it over to 7 Water Street to show him what the, you know,
And
what it's all about.
Materials of construction, wood?
Wood.
Yeah.
Okay.
wood painted.
Yep.
Does he come back?
No,
No.
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 This is it.
this
Okay.
is it.
Sorry,
So,
he can't
okay.
come back.
I just gotta get Tim the rest of his paperwork when the guy gets me his elevation this week, so. The
So again,
on paper, not.
the motion on the floor for Susan and for the commission is that this wood stand will be made up to 75 inches tall, have paneling on the base of it and vertical structure covering the unit itself. Right? Vote,
already second.
okay, vote,
Goodrich abstain.
Let's die.
Ferguson, I.
Moriarty, aye.
Kohler, aye.
Any questions on your part?
No, I think good for him, pretty straightforward.
Yeah, no, I just want to,
You know.
I always
it's-
want to make sure people are clear on.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's just, it's tough down there with the flood
Flood
zone, you know,
Oh,
it's with those old buildings, there's just not a lot of, you know, there's just not a lot of great options. It's. Yeah,
Did you ever,
but-
did you learn anything about when it got, how high it got flooded at some point?
No, well, it's never really come up that way, you know, that street floods, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But you know, when we had our building in, at 1 Water Street, you know, we had, what, 4 feet of water in there, you know, and that was before my time at Densmore, but. You know, when it comes up big, it comes up.
There's a picture that's floating around and we've seen here of a tractor trailer truck in that intersection and the water is up above the wheel well.
In the 56 hurricane, was that the
I
one?
don't know what it was. It was
Yeah.
after that, I think. I think that might have been like the late 60s
54.
or something.
The 64 hurricane, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
there was a 54.
Oh,
hurricane.
54.
Well,
But
these
that was pretty
hurricanes
crazy,
are-
that picture. I was like, that was.
Well, it's always when they do that, when they do the resiliency meetings, they're in that basement, you know, it's, so it's kind of ironic. It's like.
As you have, Pearl Street's built land and gravel streets.
Yeah.
I think I don't think the problem's getting any better. I think it's going the opposite direction.
Yeah, well, it's
He's right.
it's always a joy when we get all geared up for flooding, then it doesn't flood and, you know. So right now I got about 8 sump pumps sitting in our shop waiting to be put somewhere, you know, because every time I over prepare, it doesn't happen. And anytime it's a holiday, it's gonna go really bad. So.
I
All right,
did,
guys.
I did a
Okay.
footing
Thank you.
inspection
Thank
for
you.
Thank you.
the
Thank
building,
you.
the storage building that Central Hall is building behind. And you know, the parking lot is
Yeah.
over there,
Mhm.
kind of, or where the Grover Insurance Building is over there, and they had dug down and done footings. And it's just layers of different fill that's in there. One of the layers, about down, I don't know, 2.5, 3 feet, is shells, about 8 inches of shells. And it's not just along one bank, it was like along the whole, so at one point in time, somebody was filling that whole area in with shells.
Wow.
Yeah,
Like clam shells, oyster shells.
yeah, it's like white, just white clam shells.
Oh, wow.
Pretty wild stuff. Anything else?
So that includes old business. Is there anything on new business? for-
Yeah. Sorry, I haven't been here for a while. So just some questions. What's going on with Bank and Bridge?
Oh, yeah.
That I have no idea. I haven't
So
heard.
signs are down, fence is down,
So the brew pub sign is down.
There's,
The benches are built and.
benches are
mounted.
built.
I haven't even been by there. I went by there at one point, it looked the same. There was somebody up on a ladder power.
They
washing.
literally put benches.
Hedges,
they
fences
built
are down, hedges are up.
they
Oh, really?
put up There are permanent, benches down there. Brew
We'll-
pub is
we'll-
down.
We'll pay a visit down there. When did this? when did
Within the last 4 days. They've been working
Oh, okay.
24 hours a day.
All right.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm jogging now, so I go through the whole historic.
Well, I was out.
Literally 2 AM to working on it.
Today's really
That's
kind of been my
right.
first
Out.
day in off-site surgery last Wednesday, so I've been out.
Exactly. When I'm going home, walking home, they're still working.
Deal.
Yeah.
Bank
Wow.
building the. granite
Yeah, we'll pay him a
building.
visit, tell him
Yeah.
It looks nice. Ish.
that's good
Yeah.
to hear at that address.
I was going by the
And
signs
that's
down
no
and
fence,
don't they have to get
yeah.
our permission to take signs down, Tim? Do
What's that?
they have to get our?
We're supposed to get permission to do anything, any kind of alteration.
Yeah, no, the fence is gone. They have a permanent fence up now that's
Yeah,
wood
a hedge.
with the hedge.
Yeah.
It's behind the hedge. There's actually a fence.
See, I didn't even notice that. I just noticed the hedge.
I
And
know.
then 77 New London Road, I sent you an email for the last meeting. Looks like they tore down part of the house. There's doors going up. I don't think
They came, we
Okay.
got them back in at the last meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all cleaned up now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all set.
All right. And then 2 last things. I know a couple of you guys had brought up training through Preservation Connecticut, something we can set up if anybody wants. Make a motion, let us know, and we can do a workshop for residents if the town wants to on all the grants,
Tax credit.
That's great.
tax credits. So again-
That's why we went through the whole tax credit thing. I'm still surprised that I don't hear chatter about that.
well, even like the 1722 grant. So like Mystic River Historical could have applied for it and put a cedar roof on rather than an architectural
Right.
roof. And I don't think anybody knows about all this, and also maybe tightening up under certain national things that we won't bring up, but they're still out there. So if you guys are just for the training, and if we want to do a workshop, let me know and I'll
Great, thank you.
get it set up.
It'd be helpful. I don't think people seem to be aware of it.
No, and it's money that's sitting there,
It's
might as well
real.
use it.
Yeah. We're third time around.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Any?
Nope.
Question I did have is signage on Off the Hook. Did anyone talk to them about that? I don't really want to say anything, to be honest. But
I'll list them on the side.
yeah,
They approved that with us, didn't they?
No, no,
Not on the side.
not on the side.
I thought they approved it on the side, but it was.
So we had a discussion that there was at one point like a menu board as well as a sign there when it was Young Buns.
Yep, and they had that and it was
And I
large.
haven't looked to
Hard
see
band.
if it's different. I know Leo did redo that whole side of that building, and I don't know if it presents different now than prior, but I'll look into it.
Now,
See.
I'm going from memory. The way I remember it is we said they could use that off the hook could use the existing signs as long as they didn't change shape. But Harp and Hounds is the one we didn't approve, but I'm going from memory. My memory could not be exact, so.
I don't recall.
I mean, it's way different shape. I mean, that was quite large, the old menu board.
And the quick
but
eats fresh seafood.
That looks nice, but yeah.
Yeah, I think they did a good job, but I was surprised when
Yeah.
we went through the whole process of approving the little sign. at the
Right.
front.
And then you have, yeah,
The other thing, little comment I have on that
Oh, yeah.
sign lighting
it's way different.
hits you right in the eye when you're at certain points when you're coming across the bridge, just.
But
If you're,
Wouldn't we have needed to approve the lighting as well?
Yes.
we did, but we just, the reality of it is it's kind of a little blurry.
I don't remember approving the lighting on that side.
Not on that sign, on the
Yeah.
main
Yeah,
sign.
I don't remember this either.
Yeah.
I don't think we did either.
But, yeah,
That was there when Young Buns.
It was.
Yeah.
See, Tim, never boring day with us.
Nah.
So what, Jeff, what
Oh,
was
yeah.
there?
There's like
Yeah.
this
articulated light.
Oh, yeah,
that shoots
okay.
back with a
Yeah, yeah,
shade.
yeah.
And
And
it
it
looked
looked
like
like it was there when Young Buns was there, so
Okay.
it was
Okay.
listed.
So they were just,
So, okay, that's,
They actually looked like they tucked the electrical line behind that.
they
Trim
should,
board,
they should
actually
show it
looks
to,
better.
even if
Mhm.
it's the same. I would think.
Yeah, it's exactly.
I mean, it's probably just, given the color of that now,
It's
that
bolder.
salmon sign, when you illuminate that, it's probably
It's
like.
bolder.
Yeah. I'll look into the sign square footage on the side of that building though and see. if It's something that we want.
because I don't think Harp and Hound we approved.
No, we did not. That I know. That or my
Moving a
memory
sign up
says.
there, yeah.
Yeah.
What was the other one that I had to look into?
Bank and Bridge.
Bank and Bridge.
Bank Bridge.
There's no other new business. We'll make a motion to adjourn. And we're
So moved.
adjourned.
So second.